zoo, guys. Remember from Stella Universe? And we in the zoo. Now you see lots of animals. And like, you know what they hold? Lots of animals they can hold. So let's go.
These guys are the smallest species of crocodilian in the world. They're not crocodiles and they're not alligators. They're their own separate thing. And both of these guys are fully grown. This is as big as they get.
Yeah, we have to close half the first.
The larger one is the male, the smaller one is the female.
Some of our animals.
Fun fact about caimans, Wallace in the front might demonstrate is, well, caimans are not
Cute.
They are very
They're
cute.
so cute. Super cute.
You know, they are very cute. So, these
And why is there a sign here?
because there's no door.
Look, he's moving. Look.
He's
He
moving.
is.
I think he want to go in the pool.
He might go in the pool for you. He also might just stop it there.
That'll be interesting. We're still going to do the part.
You want to know what's in here? So in here we actually have two species of animal. The top one up there is the Macklot's python, and the one underneath is the green anaconda. Now,
It's a snake.
there's two in there.
They're green one with black polka dots.
Yeah,
And
he
they
is talking
want-
about it.
I don't know what color that is because it's red though.
So the red is actually the heat lamp. So I can tell you that one's like a blackish gray, the Macklots. Well, it's more if they smell like chicken, for example, if it's a farmer, they smell like food that kind of has a bad rep. Here we have our boa constrictor. Now, they get their name because they are a constrictor type of snake. They do constrict around their food. However, they have never eaten a person as well. They are much too small. Snakes can only eat about 2 to 3 times.
Oh, turtle!
There is a turtle. Look at that good one.
They're actually in the same water.
So this is our reef turtle.
I love turtles.
You do?
I want an Elsa turtle.
What's an Elsa turtle?
A
frozen turtle. Oh, thank you.
Yes. We have. Do you got toy turtles here?
Do we have toy turtles?
Do you got toy?
There are toy turtles available for purchase, but this is a real turtle. So this turtle actually has a really interesting story. We got him through the mail.
Really?
Dinosaurs?
Yeah, I'm just bringing you guys back up here. So there's frogs in there. Can you see how many there are?
And in just a few minutes, we're going to do something
I
super
can't
special
see.
that we only do once a week.
Where's
You
more?
guys get to watch some of our crocodilians eat their food.
Where's more?
Yeah.
Where's the
So
more
I'll let you guys keep an eye out, and
frogs?
I'll come grab you when that's going to happen, okay?
So if you look up, they tend to like hiding in corners.
How many do you see, Stella?
One.
So there is 3 in here. If you look up there and up there.
There's something looking at you, Stella. Stella.
I think she's distracted by frogs. We'll talk about the owl in a second. These are White's tree frogs. They're not actually white, if that wasn't clear. They're brown and they can be green, and they actually can shift between the 2 colors. This is our red-tailed green rat snake. Now you'll notice pretty much immediately that that this one's tail isn't red.
Yeah, it's like a grayish.
It's a gray color. So in the wild, their tails can be red. It's just less common.
Is it a snake?
It is a snake.
Oh.
We have some that's like that in Guyana. We call it parrot snake because they're green.
Cool. Rucker. Rucker is our North American barn
Look,
owl.
Stella, look up there. Who's that?
Sorry. Our North American barn owl is native to.
Sorry, guys.
So, what do you think? Well, they are native. There's
Owl.
less than 10 breeding pairs left in the wild.
Wow.
They are very endangered.
They're becoming distinct.
Yes. In Ontario, I should specify
the
not
owl
Ontario.
looking at me. The owl looking at me.
And yes, he just screamed at you. Don't worry about it, he's fine.
Luna, get to see it?
Okay, both watch together. So you guys can come on this side or this side, whatever you want to do.
Owl.
Come here.
Let's over here. Come.
Now you see them feed a crocodile. Too. I'm so scared.
Alligator, does that sound good? Yeah! Alright, so you guys can grab a spot on these benches or you can come around to where my ladder is, wherever you girls want to go.
Let's go where the ladder. Hi.
You want to go over there? Alright, everybody.
Let's stay.
Yeah, I guess the kids should come to the front of the benches. To get a better view.
That closed down, and she was going to be euthanized if they couldn't find her a new home super quickly. So we took her and a whole bunch of other animals in from that rescue. She's one of the last ones to get a new home, so she's definitely not staying here forever. She's already way too big to be living here for long periods of time. So she's on some wait lists to go live in crocodile sanctuaries around the world, and we're really hoping she gets a spot sometime soon. The problem with crocodiles is they don't really like other animals living with them, including sometimes other saltwater crocodiles. So she either needs a massive space to herself or just with another male, which can be kind of hard to find. So we're hopefully she'll get a spot sometime soon. 20 feet long when they're full grown. Usually the boys get a little bit bigger. They're native in and around Australia, and these guys will definitely eat people in the wild still. If you do visit Australia, make sure you respect those crocodile warning signs, because just because you can't see them does not mean they can't see you. Now, she is a very intelligent animal. She's as smart as a 3-year-old human, which means she knows actually a couple commands, just like dogs do. So she knows what this ladder means, which is why she's already sitting here waiting for some food. She also knows a few commands like water, down, corner, so we can go in there and clean if we need to, and we have to make sure that we stay safe as well as she stays nice and safe. So what we're going to do is we're going to get her to jump for her chicken. Does that sound like fun?
Yeah.
We want to make sure she's exercising and she gets the exercise she would naturally get in the wild. These guys are ambush predators, which means they're really good at being completely still and waiting for really long periods of time and then quick grabbing their food. So we're going to get her to jump. Can you guys cheer for her while she jumps? Yeah. Okay, we're going to go. Yeah. Baby, go.
Go, baby, go.
Yeah. So we're going to get her to
Go, baby, go. 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 Go, baby, go.
She's working with.
I think he's next time. Go, baby, go. Baby, go. Baby, go. Baby, go. Go, baby, go. Baby, go. Baby, go. Baby, go.
Can we do a few more?
Yeah.
We'll give her 4. How does that sound? So we got 2.
Come here.
Ready? 3 more.
Come on.
Go, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. Again.
Last one. You guys ready to cheer super loud?
Yeah.
Come on, baby girl. Let's go.
Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, Okay, guys, now we get to see another crocodile. Look. Go, go, go.
I'll wait till they come back before telling you about them. Just so everyone gets here, regulated pythons hold the record for the longest snake in the world. If you guys want to take a step this way.
Oh, look at that little cute snake.
Or we can keep looking, that's okay. I don't mind, you can wait.
Cute snake wants us.
He probably does, huh?
Yeah.
Cute.
So here we have some smaller reticulated pythons.
Oh, I think this snake will love us.
So you can see, actually in a really great position to see.
What's that?
Huh?
You don't see it? Look underneath by the pink flower.
You can see one right here.
On the rock. It's a spider.
A couple of them are easy to see, a couple of them aren't. We're not going to bother them if they don't want to be seen. There's a tarantula, really easy to see right over here if you would like.
Oh, that's sick.
What do you see there?
That's
There. Look at there. Look at sitting there. Look at
Oh,
back there.
coming out to say hello. Back here we have our legless lizard. Not a snake at all, despite having no
Stella,
legs.
look at this.
That's a lizard? This is a lizard. Easy way to tell the difference is this guy has ears. I'm not gonna out. He's very squirmy. We call him Twizzler for a reason.
Okay.
So he is very squirmy, and it's really cool that you guys get to see him because half the time he's completely buried under the ground.
I guess they used to have legs, huh?
They could have de-evolved.
King snake.
Yeah, they eat other snakes.
Wow.
Is this?
Mouse turtles are actually native to
Can
this
you
state.
haste me? Haste me, Mommy. Come, Daddy. Can you haste me?
These guys are our river dwelling species, and this guy in particular, he loves people. He's always coming up to say hello to them.
Hello. Aww. Oh
And he eats a whole bunch of different food. He eats insects, worms, different types of vegetation.
Kind of smell.
no. Look, guys, this is a snake.
Oh no, that is his tail. Bro, he's big. No, babe, see, that's a different one. Look, his tail ends there. Look, see, look at the head. Look at the head.
Put this in a bag or whatever. Okay.
Piper is a super, super nice snake. See? Do you know what we can do if you want a pet? Here, maybe Mom can try first. Do you want to try?
Okay.
So I'm going to hold his head way over here, and Mom, you can just very gently pet him right on his back.
Look at it.
Good job. What does that feel like?
Hold it. Touch it.
Does it kind of feel like plastic?
Yeah.
Yeah, so these guys have scales that are made of the same material that make up your hair and your fingernails.
Okay.
Do you want to try? Good job. Feels pretty cool, eh? Oh, you're doing very well too. She's like, I'm not scared of nothing. Oh, it's okay. I got her. Now, Swiper likes to stick his tongue out a whole bunch. Do you know what he's doing with his tongue? What do you think he's doing?
Smelling.
Yeah, snakes use their tongues to help them smell. So that's why they stick their tongues out so often. They're sniffing you guys to see if you smell like food or predator or stinky human. What do you think you smell like?
Flowers.
You smell like flowers. Oh, that was the sweetest. Pop him in your hand and I'll hold his head so you don't have to worry. We'll just untangle him a little bit from me here. There you go. Just like that. Do you want to try? So do you see how I'm still holding his head? So if anybody's going to get...
When they grow up and come here again, then I can hold it.
Oh, when you grow up and come again. Okay.
I'm scared.
That's fair. You don't have to petting him.
He
Good
feels like rubber.
job.
Like a rubber
Kind
tire.
of. Lots of people think they're gonna... We'll go back in our house over here, Swiper.
I think he's tired.
And of course, I think so. Yeah, I mean, they just had a nice big poop after I cleaned, so maybe he is tired. Try feeling him? So we'll just pet him in between my hands, okay? Good job.
He feels
a little more.
A little harder.
Yeah.
Because he's a lizard, not a snake. So his body's very different from our snake friends.
Look, he's scared of wood.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. You want to pet him one more time? It's okay. Don't worry, sweetie. I won't let anything hurt you. Good girl. She's not a grabber. That's awesome. Here we've got my 2 little baby hognose snakes. Are you ready to meet them?
And they're not long?
No, they're just little, just like you.
Like this size?
Oh, maybe not that little. Should I show you? So can you take a big step right over here for me?
Come back here.
I like your Elsa shoes. Very nice. Okay.
They're decorated.
Here is my little baby snake friend. So they're called hognoses. See how he's got a little piggy nose? It's kind of pointing in the air. He uses that nose just like a shovel, and he'll use it to dig. Did you want to pet him? He feels different than our last snake friend. He's a little bit more rough. Because each of his scales have a bump, and that bump makes him feel very rough feeling. We gotta be very gentle with this guy because he's just little. Good job. You wanna do it again? Did you want to try holding him? It's up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't want to.
Okay, no problem.
She wants it, but she's a little
No, yeah, she's a little young. If we sweet tortoise.
Go in the feeder and I'll meet you in there with one of our
Where is my pancake tortoise friend? There he is. He's hiding under his rocks. This guy is the fastest tortoise in the world.
And can I pet him?
Do you want to touch him on his shell? Good job. Now the reason he's the fastest is because his shell is a lot.
I think he's scared.
No, he's not too bad. If he was scared, he'd be hiding totally in his shell. But you see how he pops out? He's okay. Now the reason he's the fastest in the world, you see how his shell's squishy at the bottom?
I wanna see how he runs.
He doesn't like to run for people, but we can try. Usually he just lays down on the ground and stops moving. Like that. Oh, he's gonna go a little bit. Now the reason he's the fastest is because his shell is much thinner than other tortoises. And he, instead of using his shell, he's gonna wedge himself in rocks and use the rocks to protect him instead. Oh, he's doing a nice big pee. All right, let's put him back. Back you go, buddy. Don't worry, we'll clean that up.
Wipe it now.
Oh, baby geckos.
There are 2 of them.
There's 3 of them. Oh, this guy jumped all the way to the back. Let's see if he wants to come out and say hi.
He's so silly.
They are silly. So this is our little baby crested gecko friend. Now they do like to jump sometimes, but that's okay. They're not gonna hurt you. See, they're a little jumpy. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hold him in my hand. Do you wanna very gently pet him on his back?
Yeah.
Do you wanna try doing that? I'll turn him around here for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can jump.
I'll hold him like that. See?
He's like from Elsa, you remember?
wanna try? Should I get a less jumpy gecko? Here, do you wanna try just like that? Good job! Do you want to try again? He's going for a walk.
He just was going on there.
Yeah, they're super cute. They're sometimes called the eyelash gecko because they have, oh, not his tail. Do you know why we don't touch their tail? Their tails can fall off. And if they fall off, they don't grow a new one.
Oh, they don't?
Nope, not all lizards can.
Oh, wow.
So once they drop it once, that's it. So we never want to pull on a lizard's tail. Do you guys want to pet him on his back one more time?
A dragon.
Kind of, yeah. He's super cute.
Yes. And why you get this one?
He loves to climb. He's going for walking on
My
water.
cousin.
Hello, what's his name?
Stefan.
Stefan. Hi, Stefan.
Look for a lizard.
Can you find the big green lizard that lives in here? What's in here? Where is he? These guys are famous for being able to run so fast they can run across water.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes they're called the
Oh, I
Jesus
see them.
lizard.
Yeah, they run like this. They're called green basilisks.
Yeah, green basilisk. There he is. Can you see him right at the top? So this guy is super skittish, which means he doesn't like to come out to be touched or to say hi to people. So he's just an animal we look at.
Green. See it?
Is he cute? Oh, they might not want to come out and say hi. We'll see.
He's trying to run.
Yeah, I think he's saying no thanks for today. But these are our Euromastix lizards. You see how they have these big spiky tails? These guys are gonna hide in between the hard rocks, and the only thing sticking out is gonna be that really spiky tail. And hopefully that's enough for predators to go, you know what, I think I'd rather something else to eat. I don't really wanna chew on spikes. But do you notice there's something missing in their enclosure? What don't they have? 'Cause these guys, what's up, sweetie?
And look, they're magnets.
Oh, they're magnets. Not quite. That's the lock. We'll just leave that there. Now, the reason they don't have any water is because these guys are such intense desert species. If they got their tails wet, they could actually grow moles in their tail. So, they could... What's over there?
I just want.
What is that?
Those are my tortoise friends. This is Shelly and Big Papa.
Can I go in there?
So I'm going to bring them out to see you. Is that okay? Don't worry, I'll come out to see you. We'll dig out my friend Big Papa. Big. So Big Papa's called a red-footed tortoise. Do you see the red dots on his feet? So I'm gonna bring him on the ground. Now the only spot we gotta listening ears on, okay? The only spot we're gonna pet is his shell. All right, we're not gonna touch his head or his feet. Can you guys pet him on the shell? Good job. Here, I can turn him a little. Do you want to try petting him on his shell, buddy? Good job. Does he feel hard like a rock?
What? Where are you going?
He loves to go for adventures. He likes to go for a walk sometimes.
So let him go for a walk.
Yeah, just for a little walk. I'm gonna bring one out for you to meet. Does that sound like fun?
You have a ball. We don't play with the ball.
The white one.
It's a guinea
Well,
pig.
I see what everyone wants to come out with. 6 girls in here. We've got the 5 Spice Girls. This is Ginger Spice. And then we've got my friend Squeakers. Do you guys want to pet Ginger Spice on her back?
Oh, I can't see her.
Where's her face? Do you want to pet her on her back? Good job, you guys. Oh, way to be nice and gentle. Good. I want to make sure you guys get to see all of our really cute animals before we get to meet the cutest one of all.
You got so messy.
I know. That's all. We can. Can we listen about him first and then we'll pet? Wait. We gotta wait. So these guys can actually store food and water in their tails. That's why their tails are so big and fat. And they can also, they can also drop their tails off and grow new ones if an animal tries to bite them. All right, so we're gonna pet him just on his back, not his tail, okay?
The tail will fall out.
Exactly. Good job. Is he soft? A little bit bumpy? Nice and gentle. Good job. Any adults want to try? We'll let everybody have a turn, okay? Oh, no, sweetie, we can't pull on my hand with the animal, okay? We gotta just look with our eyes. Don't worry, you'll get another turn, I promise.
Yeah, he's bumpy.
He's very bumpy. Good girl.
It's a leopard.
It feels wet, are you sure?
Yeah.
Try again.
So what?
You think he feels wet? Okay.
The texture of the skin.
Yeah, and you know.
Come, Nino, you can pet it.
So I'm not going to take him fully out because he doesn't like to hang in the air very much. But what I'll do is I'll hold on to his head and you guys can come pet his body. You can feel what a green anaconda feels like.
You feel the body?
Good job.
Pet.
Excuse my phone.
Look.
So green jeans we think could be a boy or girl. We're not sure yet.
Okay, everybody, now you go see the Sloth. You must great thumbs up.
And she is our little 2-toed sloth. So who is going to be, is it everybody in the front row here is participating?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so are you excited? Okay. And we'll put it nice and flat. Right like this. Right under her nose. And she's going to lick it right out of your hand. You ready? Just like that. Good job.
Ah, tickles.
Does it tickle?
Uh-huh.
You're doing super, super well. Okay, let's add a little bit more food because I think she's hungry.
Stop.
She's pretty heavy, eh? So she's almost 2 years old now, which means she's almost not a baby anymore. She's going to be an adult
she's
sloth
nearly-
pretty soon.
The sloth the same age as you.
Yeah? Oh my gosh, is he too?
That's
amazing.
And you're feeding meat as well? Or?
Yeah, sure. You want some dog food? You don't mind that there's dog food in the salad, right?
No, I'm just saying.
Perfect.
You want these snake
Are
or
you talking
just
about
sloth?
him?
Yeah, no, I thought that they were just vegetarians, you know?
So you would think, but they can actually eat bugs and sometimes even small animals in the wild.
Okay,
And
see.
she actually has really big teeth. Do you guys want to see? Let's see if she'll show us her big teeth.
green.
Come on. Want a piece of zucchini?
Oh, yeah.
Can you guys see those big teeth she's got? So you do not want to get bit by a sloth. I can tell you from experience. Want to dump that in there? There you go. Good job.
Can you wash her hand again?
No, you can leave it like that if you want.
And can I pet her?
You can pet her. Come over here. I'll show you where you can pet her. Right like this, nice and gentle. Good girl. That's so gentle. Good.
That's how I pet.
Do you want to try feeding her dad? I just assume everybody's
I know,
parental
we'll
status. I
tickle.
apologize. There you go. She likes the zucchini.
Yeah.
Do you want to put a piece of zucchini on your dad's hand for her? Good job. Good job. See if she'll eat it. She's trying. She says it's a big piece of zucchini. There we go. Sometimes you gotta help her a little bit. Nice, yeah. So you might see these guys out for ourselves for sure. That's super cool. There's 6 species. We're gonna let him hold right now. You wanna pet her?
No, Stella.
Oh, where is
Look at that. Look at the alligator. Look.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Good girl. Good job. I can swim. I can swim. You must not let us.
Alright, I gotta get your chicken first. I know, I gotta get it. Grab it, you silly girl.
Her, always a silly girl. Silly girl.
Oh, relax. Dramatic.
Dramatic.
Ooh.
You can't have my stick. That's my stick. You cannot have it.
Be careful.
I will, thanks, sweetie.
I don't want you to get a bite. Because I don't want you to get hurt.
Stepping up. Yay.
I hope you love my video. Give a great thumbs up. Bye. Bye. And see you later for Stella's Universe. Give a great thumbs up. Bye. Now.